Turn down. Okay, welcome back, loyal subscribers, or people that are just watching this, I guess. But again, with my hands and my fingers are like, I still look like Creature from the Black Lagoon with this. I don't know why I'm like, please ignore it when I'm drawing more attention to it. I just can't get my mind off it. I think I look awful, but whatever. We're moving on. So I thought of a couple ideas, and the one I came up with that I'm doing right now is why people are disgusting. Like, human beings are very gross. They say we're like the most evolved, but no. See, we're not. Like, we're really not. So yeah, let's get into this. And just a quick disclaimer, it's not morally disgusting things that we're covering, just like literal things that are probably gross. So, we will talk about moral problems another time. But let's start at the beginning. Yes. Hold on. It's like I was about to go, and then my brain just was like, nope. Yes. So, people think 2020 is bad, right? You know, horrible year of just being stuck inside your house. Well, be glad you work from home, because jobs back in the day were actually pretty nasty. Did you know that people got paid to eat dirt? Yep. See, the thing was that they needed to know where fresh dirt was, so they could, I don't know, plant crops, or, I'd say bury people, but we'll get to that more in a minute. But you know, for whatever reason, you know, they needed to know where good, clean, untouched dirt was. So, they would literally have a person, like, take a handful of dirt and eat it to see if someone, you know, to see if there were insects, or someone had, like, urinated in it, or, you know, whatever. You know, they had to, like, it was a weird job. I don't know. It was just a thing. But it's not a job anymore. Yay! Because pavement covers most of the earth anyway. Forget the planet, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. Another gross thing. So again, you know, like, way back in the day of, like, the medieval times, you know, that era, the Victorian era, there was, I don't know, was it London or something? I don't know where in Europe it was, but it was somewhere. My hair is not cooperating. It keeps falling on my face. So there was a place called River Thames. Thames? English is stupid. I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, so this place was gross. It's nasty. Like my face right now. Look at this. It's like the worst. Yeah, like, it was, so people in this, like, this river had multiple uses, and that is why it is gross. Because not only did they bathe in it, they would also, you know, like laundry or, clean water to drink maybe. Because, sources of water were scarce. Like, they didn't have plumbing like we did. Well, do. Yeah, do. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so they would bathe in it, go to the bathroom, because again, no plumbing. They didn't have toilets. I don't know if they had chamber pots yet, but they had, even if they did have chamber pots, they had to dispose of what was in the pots somewhere, hence this river. So yes, people would bathe, drink, and dispose of bodily waste in this river. It gets worse. I don't know if children played there or not, but they didn't have technology and people who knew how to read or write. That wasn't a very common thing for everyone. Very few people were educated to do that. And so maybe they did, I don't know, to look for treasure. But the fourth very disgusting thing that has happened in this river is that is where people put dead bodies. Because they didn't think of graves yet. I don't know why. That's just where they put people who died. They were like, well, body's gonna decompose in this nasty body of water. Just throw them in there. So yeah, pretty gross. And yet, you could smell it. You could smell that from, the town, because they were, this far apart. It was, pretty close to where people were, living. So, whew, whew. I don't remember what cruise ship, but it was, I think, World War II, maybe, or World War I, something like that. And there was a ship that kept, people had, food on it, it was, perishable meat, but since they were out there for so long, they didn't exactly, it wasn't kept, fresh in, a fridge or something. So the food, the meat that they had would often go bad. So they ate in the dark so they would not see mealworms and, insects crawling all over this meat because it was rotting. And that is what they ate. Gross. Gross. Another disgusting thing about people. Probably that, this kind of, is on the line of morally disgusting, but it's also just very gross. It's both. It's in both of the categories of bad morals and just the worst of hygiene. When royalty was decapitated, they would execute someone. People, commoners and villagers, when whoever was watching, which there would be crowds, they didn't have entertainment, so they enjoyed that, I guess. But yeah, whenever a royal died, people would take the blood and rub it upon their skin. They weren't like, oh my gosh, it's lotion. They had this theory of it will, heal my wounds, or it'll give me higher power, stuff like that. And it was weird. I don't know why people thought that. Okay, so now for some current things that are very gross. It it is a proven fact that women have stinkier farts than men do. It's weird. I don't know. Like, why? I don't know. That's just the way humans are now. Yay. I feel like there's few more things I'm trying to think of, but this video is already pretty long, so I mean, bonus round, let's go. In Egypt, like a long time ago. See, I just know a lot about history. I don't know about like current stuff. I just know like, but yeah, in Egypt, Cleopatra, and Julius Caesar, they were like, they were together, whatever, blah 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 blah. I think it was him. I don't know. Another Roman or Greek guy, and Cleopatra, whatever. Doesn't matter. All I know is that he was balding on top, and she ground up like animal bones and like marrow and like I think maybe teeth or something. Like she just grabbed like random ingredients, grind it all together, and then put it on his head, and his hair grew back. People do that with pigeon poop too. Weird. Yeah, I don't understand people. We don't want to be greasy, like, but yet we're like oil because, oil is what makes things like smooth. But if people are like, I hate being greasy and dirty, then like, don't use it. Because, it's in chapstick and lotion, a third thing. So, I don't know what to tell you. Take this video with a grain of salt. I know that a lot of videos on YouTube like this one, like, you don't know if you trust the person telling you this, because not everything you see is true. I just heard these somewhere, so do what you will with this information. This was just made to say, be glad that you live in 2020, okay? It is better than the dark ages, when people, like, didn't have good modern medicine, or, like I said, plumbing, or, they didn't get like 3 meals a day. Like, still people are having the struggle with 3 meals a day, but at least it's now more of an option than it was at the time. Like, we're slowly progressing, but things are still difficult, so just be grateful for what you have and that you are in this decade and not like ages ago, because it was bad. It was gross. So, you're welcome for making this. Have some gratitude. And I will see you next time. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Please. I'm lonely. Oops. Bye.